On Maria Bartiromo's program, once again, the idea of deploying the military against supporters of Kamala Harris was brought up by Donald Trump. This is no joke, my friends. This is a very, very dangerous guy.
Are you expecting chaos on Election Day?
No, I don't think so. Not from the side that votes for Trump.
Right. Not from the only side that's ever generated chaos, Maria.
But I'm just wondering if these outside agitators will start up on Election Day. Let's say you win. I mean, let's remember, you've got 50,000 Chinese nationals in this country in the last couple of years. Yeah. You have people on the terrorist watch list, 350 in the last couple of years. You've got, like you said, 13,000 murderers and 15,000 rapists. Right. What are you expecting?
Like you falsely said.
Joe Biden said he doesn't think it's going to be a peaceful Election Day.
Well, he doesn't have any idea what's happening in all fairness. He spends most of his day sleeping. I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within.
Oh, boy.
Not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. By the way, totally destroying our country. The towns, the villages, they're being inundated. But I don't think they're the problem in terms of Election Day. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military.
The problem is the enemy within, AKA fellow Americans who just don't agree with me. And if we need the military, we're going to use it. Terrifying. And meanwhile, J.D. Vance was asked about Trump regularly saying this. And JD just tried to play it off like, oh, what's the quote? I've never heard him say that. Well, Jake Tapper explains it.
And you'd much rather talk about what Donald Trump allegedly said than what Donald Trump did in office. What he did in office, Jake,
what he said publicly,
1.5% inflation.
The military to go after the enemy within, which is the American people.
He did not say that, Jake.
The enemy within?
He said that he was going to send the military after the American people.
Now, you all just heard it. You all just heard it. We just played, and it's not just once that Trump said it. He says it all the time. And JD plays this game.
Tell me the quote where he said
the enemy within.
He said far left lunatics. He's talking about people rioting
and Schiff.
He's talking about people rioting after the election. I think
the Pelosi's were rioting after the election.
He said
Adam Schiff was rioting after the election.
You're using two separate phrases. He said about using the military that far left lunatics, people who riot in the wake of an election, people who burn down American cities in the summer of 2020, yes, we should have a federal law enforcement
response. This is what he said to Joe Rogan on Friday. The enemy within that he wants the military to go after.
No, this is the enemy within.
Look at JD try to prevent Jake Tapper from reading it.
A bigger problem than Kim Jong-un.
The second part.
We have people that are really bad people that I really think want to make this country unsuccessful. That's who the enemy within.
And that's not violent. That's just, they want the country to be unsuccessful as per Trump's interpretation of their political views. And therefore the military or the National Guard should be deployed against them. This is what's on the ballot. It's what's on the ballot. And so if you're not worried about it, then there's maybe one way to vote. I'm worried about it. I don't know how else to express it. The world is horrified by this. And if Trump as president isn't a scary enough motivation to you to go and vote, think about J.D. Vance as being a heartbeat away from the presidency and how scary that is.
We've endorsed JP, right? J.D. Mandel.
I'll be voting, that's for sure. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with your feedback right after this. I wrote a book. This was so much work and a long time coming, but I am thrilled about how it turned out, and I hope you will read it. The book is called The Echo Machine. The 10-second summary is I explain how things broke in American politics, how to fix it, and which countries have already figured it out. No matter who wins in November, we need a plan, and that's what the book is about. If Trump wins, the book is a warning about how we got here and how to prevent it from getting worse. If Kamala Harris wins, the book explains what we do with this incredible opportunity to improve the lives of Americans. The book faces long odds, I will admit. There's the belief that to have a successful political book, you need corporate media, and that it really can't be done successfully with an independent media platform like mine. But I believe that we can prove them wrong. I hope you will order the book today. You can get the Echo Machine at davidpakman.com/echo, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore, ask them to order the Echo Machine by David Pakman. No matter where you get the book, you will get the free pre-order bonuses, including a signed book plate. After ordering, just go to davidpakman.com/freebookstuff. davidpakman.com/freebookstuff to get the free stuff. Let's do this.